So in last night's dream, or really this morning's, because my dad's room that Jeeves, not Jarvis, too bad. Jeeves woke me up. And I thankfully went back to 6. I am tired and I am working 6 days in a row starting tomorrow, so it's gonna hurt. But basically what happened was there was a group bus at my grandmother's old house, which seemed to have been completely gutted on the inside. There were no interior rooms or anything. It was just one massive room, barring a wall that hadn't been torn down. Or it may have been added in later because it was a barricade type deal. And we were fighting, and the other group also had a barricade, and it was a wall, and we were looking at them because the people that were on that side watching us went over to the wall and they hopped on it, and the wall got taller as the barricade itself was removed so they could go through. It was oh god. But I'm a Mary Sue in my dreams. There's lore to me in my dreams. I have literal lore. All of my dreams are one big universe. Don't eat that. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you, baby. But you can't eat the plastic. So I can see the future, but I found out 3 months ago that it's actually a save file. So what'll happen is I'll autosave. Technically, I'm not experiencing this in the dream, but I'll autosave and then I'll go back to my autosave when I die. If I did quick save or permanent save before or after. So I can give precise instructions, as many people survive as possible, and I definitely survived. I was look, we need to close all of the barricades in this except for that specific back door, and keep the barricade in the middle closed except for this particular section. I was okay. And in the dream, for some reason, it turned into a freaking store. But I subject named myself twice, because in my dream my real name is Subject 43A. Don't ask questions, I don't know. The first time I did that, I was home slice, bread slice, dog. I'm gonna kill you. And the guy was should I be scared? And I was oh, you absolutely should be. And I fucking just grabbed homeboy this on the head, and I think I should clarify that in the dream there were a few different fictional characters. The one that stands out, there are two that stand out to me the most. The first is Alucard from Hellsing, who becomes a bit more important later, and the second is Soundwave from the Transformers, IDW G1 looking model. Probably G1 because I'm most familiar with G1. And it's also important to note that the Cybertronians are the same size as humans for the most part. Anyway, just about everyone dies, but we win, right? Of the people that they sent to us, only 3 come back, but they go for backup. And I go out to look, hopefully to stop them going back up, but that doesn't work because they already got it. it, when I tell you I saw a UFO, I was like so disappointed. It's like, really, aliens? Aliens. Freaking flying saucer. And they had 3 massive robots with them. 2 were like regular sized massive robots, like they were like maybe 50 feet tall, but that last one was like 100 feet tall. And like his foot could completely crush the trailer we were in. And I was like, oh god, we're about to die. But instead, those 3 and then the entire squadron. I don't know what a squadron is, but a large group of people. I'd say at least a couple hundred, probably close to 2,000. Like marched past the building where like the 20 of us were like left were hiding. And went through the gate to the other side, and I was like, oh god. Oh god. And I was like, guys, listen. We have to be out of here by 10 a.m. Which gave us a bit over 12 hours. Like, we need to, don't go to the road because they will see us. We need to go out that back door that I told you to leave open. We need to pick a direction and walk, and the best direction is not going to be straight forward. It's going to be straight and to the left. Okay? It's like northwest if we were a compass. Okay? Straight and to the left. Like at the same time. And everyone was like, nah, if they were gonna step on us like that, they already would have. It's like, are you for real? Are you for real? So I go to a corner store. Somehow my dad gets involved. We call my grandmother Mama, who doesn't live far from there in the dream. I was like, okay. In the dream, she lives in like a tiny little house that's like literally 2 rooms. Why? I don't know. And she also drives a Kia Soul. Doesn't drive a Kia Soul in real life. Won't drive them. Thinks they're too ugly. But anyway, we call her to come pick us up. Something happens, so we end up having to go back. And we're like, look, dude, home slice bread, slice dog, listen, this is like not chill. And then somebody drives us to the corner store so that when Mama can pick me and my dad up, brings us to her house. She's like, I gotta go take a shower. If they're gonna step on that house, they're probably gonna step on my house too. So let's get a U-Haul. We'll put our money together, we'll get a U-Haul, and we will get out of Dodge. Right, so it's like, not everybody can like fit in my like rinky-dink car or house. So we'll just put it in a U-Haul. We got a U-Haul the same size as like the freaking house, like, and it was one of those small ones. And somehow I opened a portal directly to there, so like it saves time instead of having to like travel the freaking hour, because we only had like 30 minutes left. And I was like, hey, if you want to come with us, grab what's important and let's go. And some of the important things ended up being signed, because even though the house itself was like used to be my grandma's, in the dream it used to be a restaurant. And the name is evading me. Like, it had a name and there were signs from the restaurant that weren't on the wall anymore. Like, we took those, the journals that I had left behind, because when I like left the first time without coming back, I grabbed like a bunch of my bags, empty as they were. I grabbed them. I grabbed some of my dad's stuff. There was a dude, honestly I think it was my ex Colton, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Alucard from Helsing came with us. I was like, dude, this is who I am. Like, I name dropped myself again. And I was like, I basically see the future. You keep me as safe as possible. I don't cause you any trouble, and I do what you want me to do. And that worked out just fine. Like, he's like, okay, we'll do that. But anyway, a bunch of people were like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, because we don't got time. Anyway, so going through, like, the door that had been turned into a portal, we were grabbing stuff and putting it in the U-Haul. And I went to go and I looked at the time just to make sure I had enough time. And I was like, oh, God. And it was exactly 10 o'clock, and then it turned to 10:01. I was like, no. Closed, like, the portal. Like, I was wondering why the portal had closed. That's why. I was like, well, whatever. Didn't get good. It's gone. And Cammie, a girl that I went to church with when I was a kid, or a woman, she is like 15 years older than me. Oh God, she's probably in her like early 40s now. Shit. Like mid 30s to early 40s. Oh my God. But books that my sister Jessica had given me were like books that were made with Cammie and a couple of other girls from church. So they involved pictures and stuff, and she saw them. Because I looked at the guy that I set them on, I was like, what does that mean? Why are you hanging this? And like, obviously, he's not there enough to like realize, hey, this didn't get sat here, you don't know about this. Oh. Cammie sees them and she picks up one and starts tearing it out one page at a time. Of course, I could have said, like, this is my property. You literally can't do that. Like, it's mine, not ours, not yours, mine. I don't care if you made them. You gave up your rights to them years ago. These are mine. These are like important to me. And there were 4 of them in total. And when I wasn't looking, she started doing the same with another one. Like, I had to grab the pieces and put it back in and fit, and I'm sitting there trying to think about and figure out how I'm gonna glue this back together. And I looked at the guy and I'm like, look, next time somebody does something like this, that means you didn't see it. You don't say nothing. Okay? Nothing. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. But I'm trying to, so Mama finally gets out of the shower. The U-Haul has been connected to her trailer that she lives in, which has been connected to her, Nokia, and she goes to drive us to where my truck is, so we can switch vehicles. Like, I don't know why there's more room in your little Kia Soul, but whatever. And I was like, oh good, we don't have to drive through, like, the Wonder Bread section again. And the thing is, it wasn't Wonder Bread. Like, that was just what my brain named it. It was, like, some sort of bread company that, like, was made with seeds, and they, like, their trucks and everything had, like, the smiley face with, like, 3D eyes that moved and it was freaky. It was freaky. And, like, those eyes were, like, their selling point, and it was freaky. But we switched to my truck, and, like, I want to drive. So I don't have to sit there and give you instructions. My dad's like, no, I'll drive. I was like, look, when I tell you to let off the gas or let off the brake, the truck will go. It moves by itself as long as it's in drive. He's like, okay. And shortly after, he goes to make a turn. My tires aren't the greatest. They honestly need to be replaced. I'm just poor. And they still have, like, they're not flat, so there's still something to them. I've only hydroplaned it twice. But in the dream, my dad goes to Hedge Plan, so he just goes across the street and like, we need to go. And he's sitting there texting on his phone until I literally take his phone out of my hand, like, go that way. And the road, it curves back around and starts going in the direction that we just came from, but it's a different road, and like, I know it looks scary, you need to trust me. It's like, okay. And then the road splits off, and one goes in the direction of the place that we were going, and one goes the other that we were going from, and one goes the other direction, because we're trying to evade the slowly walking massive robot that's just looking down at the ground. So we go the other way, and it's like Labar, Lafitte, something like that. And like, this is the middle of the escape scene. Like, there's obviously more to it, but my dad calls and wakes me up because he has his Switch charging on the bed, and he doesn't think that's safe. Mid-dream, was sleeping good, but nah. So yeah. But that was my dream. You woke me up. He won't take the trash to his freaking job. Like, every Saturday I have to take, I'm the one that takes the trash. He doesn't take it on Monday or something. I think he should take it. You wanna know why I think he should take it? Because it goes to his job. Like, just take the trash on Monday. It's not that big a deal. So I'm gonna leave it because I don't have the gas money to waste a trip like that. And it's just gonna sit there for a week. Yeah.